Hello and welcome to this week's wellness chat. So this is a continuation of the back to school series and learning how to create healthy habits during the back to school season. And today I'm going to be talking with you about the importance of portion control and how you can utilize that in your health and wellness journey. So what exactly is portion control? Because portion control can mean a multitude of different things to a multitude of different people. What I like to kind of define portion control as, or what I like to talk with people and explain what portion control is, it's simply an easy, simple way for you to monitor your intake and how much you're consuming of the different foods that you're eating. So not even just the different foods, I don't even think that's really a good way to explain that, but it's more or less monitoring how much fruits and vegetables you're eating, how much protein are you eating, how much carbohydrates are you getting, how much fat are you consuming. You're basically looking at these different food groups, are what they're called, your macronutrients and your micronutrients in essence, and you're monitoring how much you're getting, as well as saying, how is this making me feel? Am I managing my weight effectively? Do I feel healthy? How is my energy? And you're just really mindful of that. It's another way of being more mindful and conscious of the foods that you're eating and how you are maintaining your overall health and wellness. So what are some benefits that can be attributed to a portion control? One of the main benefits for portion control is it can help you to actually maintain and manage your weight. It's really beneficial for someone who is coming off of a restrictive dieting cycle or has a very yo-yo dieting type mindset or a negative correlation or relationship with food. Transitioning into portion control can be helpful with helping you to become better and create a healthy relationship with food, as well as also learning how to manage and control your weight and as well as your health and wellness without having to count calories or count macros, but kind of begin to trust yourself and become more intuitive and more mindful and conscious of what you're putting into your body and not falling into that feast to famine type cycle. Another great benefit of portion control is that you don't have to count calories, you don't have to count macros, you don't have to overly exert yourself with learning how to manage and maintain what you're consuming. It's just simply a switch to being really strict and stringent and counting and measuring out your foods, to becoming more conscious, becoming more aware, becoming more in tune with your natural hunger cues, and just pretty much listening to your body and what it's telling you. So those are some of the benefits attributed to portion control. Let's talk about how you can implement portion control and what that could look like for you. So one thing that you could do with helping with portion control is probably the simplest. It's going to be using pre-portioned containers, like the meal prep containers. You've probably seen them like on Amazon, or most likely Amazon, or maybe even eBay, I think. But they do have, or even Walmart, they do have the pre-portioned containers that you can actually put your separate food groups out into these different little portions. That's one of the first and the easiest things that you can do, especially if you're super busy and you're already prepping your meals in advance. This could be a great way to portion out your meals. A second thing that you can do, or a second tool that you can use, is making sure that you're using smaller or maybe even a medium to small dish, so that way you resist the urge to overstuff yourself and put too much food onto your plate. This is something that is especially important if you are going to an event or a party and you have a tendency to just go ham on food. Making sure that you're reaching for a medium to small plate, so that way you fill up that small or medium plate up with that food. You eat it till you're full. And then if you are authentically hungry after you've consumed all that food, it's totally okay to go back. But making sure that you kind of check with yourself and you see, am I authentically hungry, or am I just wanting to eat because everyone else is eating? Those kind of things you want to make sure of. You kind of want to listen to and kind of learn as you go, and that's something that will happen. And that kind of plays more into concentrating on developing mindful eating habits. That plays into that. So with having more mindful eating habits or a mindful eating mindset, you're actually going to take the time to consume your meals slowly and thoroughly. You're going to clear out distractions. You're not going to be on your cell phone. You're not going to be watching television. You're going to be enjoying your meal and concentrating on eating. You're going to chew your food thoroughly. You're going to put your fork down in between bites. You're going to really listen to your body and not try to eat your food rapidly, because that's going to interfere with your body's ability to let you know when you are authentically full. You're going to be slow, intentional with the food that you're consuming, and when you feel that you're about 80% full, you're going to stop and you're going to discontinue eating. So practicing that repetitively is going to help you know more about your hunger. You're going to learn more about just pretty much how your hunger and your appetite works, so you'll know how to actually build and create your meals and cater them towards that. Another part of mindful eating, or something that I consider to be a part of mindful eating, is to also be conscious of what you're putting into your body and how it affects your whole health and well-being as a whole, how it's affecting your weight, how it's affecting your energy, how it's affecting how you feel, your digestion, all of those things, and making conscious decisions to kind of stay away from anything that alters those into a negative sense. So becoming more conscious and pretty much kind of focusing on consuming whole, minimally processed foods that are nutrient dense, that have tons of antioxidants, tons of anti-inflammatory ingredients, that are great for preventative health concerns. It's also great for anti-aging. Looking to decrease the amount of processed foods that you're consuming, and perhaps if you're a person that likes those sweet treats, becoming great at trying recipes and making your own granola bars, your own protein bites, etc., and just becoming really mindful of what you're putting into your body and what ingredients that you're using and how it affects you as a whole. And that is going to flow into using some simple hand portion control sizing. I don't know. Using your hand to portion out your food as a guideline. And so with that, you're going to be focusing on the main food groups, or the macronutrients, which is going to be your fats, your carbs, and your proteins, as well as your fruits and your vegetables. So for females, you should be aiming to get 1 fistful of vegetables with 2 to 3 meals per day, as well as 1 palm-sized portion of protein with 3 to 4 meals per day. You're also going to want to get 1 thumb of fat with at least 2 to 3 meals per day, as well as 1 cupful of fruits with at least 2 to 3 meals per day, and 1 cupful of carbs with at least 2 to 3 meals per day. So just keeping that in mind and using that as a guideline to ensure that you're on the right path with portioning out and building your meals could be super helpful for you. All right, so these are all of my tips for how you can utilize portion control to help manage your weight and to help create healthier routines in your life. And I would like to thank you for watching this week's video. If you are new here to my channel, I would like to welcome you and let you know that each week I post wellness chats where I have a free coaching session with you where I discuss different things regarding health and wellness that you can easily implement into your own life to improve your fitness, your nutrition, your skin health, your lifestyle, and accomplish an overall healthy and satisfied life. I encourage you to watch more of my videos, and if you like what you see, to go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell so that you can get notified of all my new and upcoming videos in the future. And if you particularly enjoyed this video about portion control and would like to see more videos about portion control and mindful eating, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you next week for our next wellness chat. Have a great day. Bye.